Hey everyone, I'm Emily, and I have a story to share that felt like it was straight out of a mystery novel. It all started on a crisp autumn evening in my hometown, Willow Creek. That night, I was at the Fall Festival, enjoying caramel apples and the lively atmosphere. I'm a bit of a bookworm, and I had a weekend planned with my latest Agatha Christie obsession. Little did I know, a real-life mystery was about to unfold. As I walked back to my car, something unusual caught my eye. There was a piece of paper folded neatly under my windshield wiper. The note said, "Follow the stars to where we first saw the moon together." It felt like one of those cryptic clues in my beloved Agatha Christie novels. A mix of exhilaration and fear surged through me. I hadn't felt this thrilled since I was 9, when I deciphered a secret message in my neighbor's backyard. Curiosity won over caution. I immediately thought of the local observatory where I used to go as a kid. Could the note be leading me there? The observatory was empty, and honestly, it gave me the creeps. But I spotted another note wedged into the door's old metal frame. "Look beneath the old oak tree where the leaves whisper secrets." This clue drew me to the town park where an ancient oak tree stood. Under the oak tree, the moonlight created eerie patterns on the ground. I sifted through the leaves and found something cold and hard, an ornate key attached to a tag marked page 42. The plot thickened. I knew I couldn't solve this alone. Who better to join me than Lucas, my best friend since kindergarten? I quickly texted Lucas. His response was immediate and all caps, "On my way." As I waited, a shiver ran down my spine. For a moment, I thought I saw a shadow move behind the tree. Was someone watching me? Lucas arrived, and I felt a surge of relief and excitement. The night was still young, and our adventure was just beginning. What secrets did page 42 hold? After we found that mysterious key under the old oak tree, it was nearing midnight in Willow Creek, and the town was cloaked in an almost tangible silence. Lucas arrived with his typical burst of energy, a flashlight in one hand and a half-eaten granola bar in the other.
This better uncover some earth-shattering secret, Em, or my game score will never forgive you.
I couldn't help but smile back. His enthusiasm was infectious. Trust me, it will be. We made our way through the deserted streets to the library. Our footsteps echoed off the old cobblestones, adding to the midnight mystery. The library looked almost intimidating in the dark, but I had a feeling I knew what page 42 meant. "I think I know what page 42 means," I told Lucas as we skirted around to the back door where the librarians received book deliveries. The smell of old paper and dust greeted us. It was comforting and felt like another clue from our mysterious admirer. We headed straight to the restricted section. Our flashlights danced over the spines of ancient books until we found it. Willow Creek, a history.
Page 42, here we come.
There, a folded photograph fell out, landing softly on the carpet. It was an old black and white picture of the town square, looking nearly identical to how it does today, except for the figures of 2 teenagers in the foreground, holding hands and laughing. Something about them felt eerily familiar.
Whoa, they kind of look like us.
A chill ran down my spine. On the back of the photo was a message in the same handwriting as the notes. "Meet me where the past and present collide." I know where we need to go, the town square. The town square was usually bustling by day, but now it was quiet and empty. We sat on the edge of the fountain, the very spot depicted in the photo.
Think they were happy?
Lucas asked, nodding towards the picture still clutched in my hand. "I hope so," I replied, feeling an unexpected kinship with the unknown couple. Suddenly, Lucas stood up, pointing excitedly at a plaque on the fountain we never noticed before. It commemorated the founding of Willow Creek, and hidden in the list of founders' names was another note. "Look forward, not back, to where music fills the air and feet can't help but dance." It was a riddle, but the answer came to me quickly. The old dance hall on Elm Street, now a community center, but once the town's lively music venue. As Lucas and I headed towards the dance hall, the sky began to lighten with the first hints of dawn. The adventure felt endless, yet each step brought a new discovery about our town. the mystery admirer, and ourselves. Who knew that a simple game of follow the clue would turn into a night that neither of us would ever forget? It's late at night, and the silence is almost tangible. The dance hall used to be a hub of nightly entertainment. Now it serves as a community center. But tonight, it feels like we're stepping back in time.
Ready to check out the dance hall, Nancy Drew?
Only if you're up for it, Hardy boy. The dance hall smelled of polished wood and old perfume, a lingering testament to its past glories.
Heck, maybe it's about time we figured out if ghosts like to dance. Look!
We approached cautiously. I picked up the metallic case, its surface etched with intricate patterns. Spin this and listen close. The music started, a crackling tune that filled the room with nostalgic energy. Hidden within the melody was a voice, faint at first.
Midnight brings truth where shadows hide lies.
This wasn't just about solving a mystery anymore. It was about connecting with the very soul of Willow Creek.
What do you think it means?
I'm not sure, but midnight's not far off. Do you think it could mean the clock tower? We left the dance hall behind, the night growing colder as we made our way to the clock tower. The perfect place to hide a message for the whole town to hear. The climb to the top of the clock tower was steep and narrow, each creaking step making us more aware of the heights. At the top, the air was crisp, and the town stretched out beneath us like a model village. As the bell tolled midnight, we searched for clues and found another note tucked into a crack in the wall. Find me where fire and water meet, and the truth will set you free. We racked our brains, trying to decode the message. Fire and water?
Or a metaphor?
The foundry. The old foundry, once used to mold iron, now lies abandoned by the river, where rust meets the rushing water. We approached the foundry cautiously, the river's rushing water providing an ominous soundtrack. The air crackled with anticipation as we stood at the entrance, the creaky iron gates swinging open to reveal nothing but shadows and the whisper of our footsteps.
Do you ever feel like we're being watched?
We need to see this through, Lucas. Not just to uncover who's behind this, but to understand why.
Think we've got company?
Let's find out.
Safe cracking, huh?
Let's hope it's not booby-trapped. The safe was ancient and heavy, but the rust made it easier to manipulate the dial. With a satisfying click, the safe swung open. The top letter was addressed to E.H., me. I untied the ribbon and read the letter aloud. Dearest Emily, you've come this far, and for that I commend you. But your journey is not yet over. The past holds many secrets, but it's the future that beckons. Meet me where the sun rises and the stars never fade.
Sun rises, stars never fade. The observatory?
It has to be. But what about these?
This guy's had his eye on you for a while. Why not just come out and say it?
Guess he likes to keep things interesting. As we left the foundry, the fog grew thicker. The glow of our flashlights barely pierced through it.
You think it could be Aiden?
I don't know, but we'll find out soon. Our adventure has brought us to the observatory on Willow Hill. The night sky is clear, and the stars are twinkling. It's time for the big reveal. Let's see who's behind all these clues. We reach the base of the observatory, our flashlights slicing through the dark as we follow the narrow path up Willow Hill. The soft chirping of crickets and the rustling leaves are the only sounds in the stillness of the night.
Ready for the big reveal?
Not really, but we've come this far. The warm, familiar scent of old books and telescope oil greeted us as we entered the observatory. The main hall was dimly lit by a single lamp on Mr. Sullivan's desk.
Look, a key.
It's a small silver key attached to a note that reads, "Unlock the stars."
That has to be for the control room.
The control room was a cocoon of shadows and old copper, the moonlight casting intricate patterns through the dome's open hatch. Another note was taped to the telescope's control panel. "Look closer, and you will see me." I peer into the eyepiece, adjusting the focus until the moon comes into sharp view. A piece of paper appears in front of the lens with the words, "I'm here," scrawled in neat handwriting. I turn to Lucas, but before I can say anything, I hear footsteps behind us. Voice from the shadows.
Well done, Emily. You solved my puzzle.
Alex, you're the admirer?
Guilty as charged.
But why? Why all this?
I've always been better with actions than words. Creating this puzzle was my way of speaking.
All this for a date, Alex? You set the bar pretty high.
Well, that depends on Emily. There's one more clue.
Alex handed me a small, folded piece of paper. Inside were 2 tickets to the astronomy exhibit at the local museum, with a handwritten note, "A night among the stars."
What do you think?
I think I'd like that. Even as I accepted the tickets, I knew this was more than just an invitation. It was a crossroads for all of us, especially with Lucas watching silently from the sidelines. After the big reveal last night, we're starting the next day in the best place possible, Betty's Diner. Let's see how everything unfolds over breakfast. The next morning, we find ourselves at Betty's Diner, the town's go-to breakfast spot. The buzz of conversations and the sizzle of frying eggs create a familiar hum, and for a moment, everything feels blissfully normal.
Well, Mr. Mystery, you finally did it. And here I thought it was Aiden this whole time.
Honestly, so did I. But then again, Aiden doesn't seem like the type to leave elaborate clues.
I guess I can't help myself. I've always loved riddles and puzzles. I just wanted to do something special for you, Emily. You're amazing, and I wanted to give you something worthy of your curiosity.
His sincerity catches me off guard, and I can't help but smile. Well, it was definitely memorable. We fall into a comfortable conversation, recounting the adventure with laughter and good-natured teasing. But as the last crumbs of pancakes are cleared away, a shadow of uncertainty hangs over us.
So, where does this leave us?
I care about you both. Lucas, you've been my best friend for as long as I can remember. And Alex, I'm so grateful for what you did. I'd love to go to the exhibit with you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Just promise me this won't change everything.
You'll always be my best friend, Lucas. Nothing's going to change that.
And you'll always have my back, right?
Always. Later that evening, Alex and I head to the museum for the astronomy exhibit. It's enchanting, like stepping into a galaxy all our own.
Can you imagine how old this is? Older than anything on Earth.
Kind of like our friendship.
I'm glad we finally met like this, Emily. For real.
Me too.
See those stars? They're millions of light years away, but their light reaches us even now.
They're beautiful.
Like you.
I look up, our faces inches apart. The museum around us fades away as Alex closes the distance between us and gently kisses me. The kiss is soft and sweet, filled with the promise of new beginnings and unspoken affection. As Alex and I leave the museum hand in hand, the mystery of the admirer has been solved, but a new adventure begins, one built on trust, vulnerability, and the magic of shared curiosity.